up, YouTube? My name's Alex, and today I'm going to be talking about the 2005 through 2010 Mustang GT. So, a lot of you guys may know Johnathan Harder. He's actually someone here on YouTube that does reviews, mods, and much more stuff to these Mustangs. So, let's get word from him first, and then we'll get right back to the video. His link will be down below. What's going on, guys? So, I just finished racing this Mustang right here. That's Johnathan Harder.
What's going on, guys?
So Johnathan, I'm going to ask, what is your personal opinion on the 3-valve? Do you think the 3-valve Mustang is underestimated?
I think the 3-valve is underestimated in like ways. People underestimate them because there's coyotes out there and whatnot. They're, you know, once they see the base horsepower online and whatnot, they see it's 100 horsepower more. But like, once you mod the 3-valve, full bolt-ons and everything, versus the stock coyote and whatnot, is, if not, you would win. A 3-valve might win versus a coyote, and 3-valves are no joke once you put full bolt-ons on.
You heard it from him there.
I had cams, full bolt-ons, and I've beaten coyotes, so.
If you can afford a 5.0, go for it, right?
Might as well.
But if you're like me and you're trying to save money, hey, 3-valve Mustang, don't sleep on it.
And they sound amazing. Honestly,
oh, they sound beautiful.
Sound so good,
oh, yeah.
And you can cam them, and they sound so good. I have the cams in my 3-valve, and they sounded nasty. That's what I miss about the coyotes, or the 3-valve. Coyotes you can't cam them. I mean, you can, but you don't get that chop like the 3-valve. The 3-valves are just, it's insane.
You would know more than I do. He's got more years under me with these cars, so hey, you heard it from him. Hey, go check him out. Johnathan Harder. The link will be in the description below. So to get a perspective on why the 3-valve Mustang is so underestimated, we kind of have to go back in time. So in 2004, Ford had their 2-valve 4.6 body style still out, or the Terminator bodies, Cobra Rs, whatever you guys want to refer to them as. This body style wasn't exactly desired at the time, and Ford kind of knew they had to change up their game to get the Mustang back to what a Mustang was known for, not just the looks and the power. So it was kind of lacking the looks. So in 2005, Ford brought back this retro designed Mustang that everybody loved. In fact, the 2005 through 2009 Mustang was actually the highest sold Mustang ever. It blew up when it came out in 2005. But in 2010, when Ford tried to change their body, that's when they realized the Camaro SS was starting to become a huge competitor, and that's when they had to release the 5.0 in 2011. So the 2005 through 2010 Mustang was a highly desired, and everyone loved this car, but it just got quickly outdated, and that's why everyone forgot about it. So I'm going to kind of give you my history on this car. I bought this car a little over 2 years ago, and I was on a budget for a car. So I actually didn't want a Mustang GT at all, but I came across a pretty good deal, a little higher of the price range than I was trying to pay for a V6 back in the day, and I ended up getting this GT. You know, at first I bought this car and I knew it was very quick, and it kind of made me feel like I was part of the muscle car scene already. You know, I just had this beautiful pony car with a V8, and that's all I really wanted at the time. So I began to slowly modify this car. I started with an off-road H-pipe, I added some NXT step performance mufflers, and I even went as far as getting a JLT Series 3 cold air intake. With those mods, I went ahead and got a handheld SCT tuner, got my car tuned with Steeda Autosports in Pompano Beach, Florida. They also have a website, go check them out. Their tunes are amazing. And I got this 93 race octane tune from Steeda. Ever since the day I got that tune, it was a similar time within me getting that cold air intake. That tune and intake made this car, along with the exhaust, a whole different car from when I bought it and it was stock. So that's something a lot of people tend to look at today is, you know, you'll go on Google and you'll see that the 5.0's horsepower is up at 400 stock. So that kind of like glues people's eyes to that. They're like, wow, I really want that. But you know, especially if you're into the car scene and modifying cars, you got to realize a lot of cars are as simple as getting tuners and just unlocking the car's potential itself. The ECU in most cars come very restricted. So I was able to change the red line on this car from 6,000 where it comes stock to 6,400. And in first gear, that makes that extra difference in the drag race to really keep up with 5.0s. So again, this was a highly desired body style. It resembled the old 60s Mustangs, and a lot of people fell in love with this body. People forgot about it very quick, and no one really got to realize this car's potential because, well, there's a lot more you could do to this car. So the 3-valve engine itself doesn't exactly have the highest potential. In fact, the highest amount of wheel horsepower I believe you could push on the stock block is about 500 horsepower to the wheels. So the car, right now I got it probably pushing about 350 horsepower to the wheels, and if I really wanted to, I could still probably stick a small turbo on there and be pushing close to its limits. I don't want to do that because I want to hold on to my car and really let its life last as long as possible, because afterwards we may be talking a modern Coyote swap. So a lot of people, before they decide on getting a 3-valve or a 5.0, don't take into consideration a lot of the options or a lot of the benefits of actually getting the older 3-valve, especially if you're like me, a teenager who wants a high horsepower car and doesn't want to basically break their wallet to own one. So the biggest difference between the 5.0 and this 3-valve Mustang, at least in the time of right now, are the price for parts. I cannot even stress right now how many, cheap exhaust systems and intakes I'm seeing all the time being let go for these 3-valves because people just don't want them anymore. But realistically, if people out there were like me and just bought the car, started taking advantage of people selling all these parts for cheap, you got yourself a nice high horsepower car for cheaper than you could have ever gotten it. One thing I really like about this car, and I'm sure a lot of people can agree with me, is the sound. I know the Coyote's got its unique sound as well, but for the price of this 3-valve, you just can't beat this sound. Hear it out. Alright, so in the next few clips, I'm going to show you how powerful this 3-valve Mustang really is. In this next clip, I raced a 2015 6-speed automatic 5.0, and in the clip following, you're going to see me racing a 10-speed automatic 2018 5.0. Go ahead and take a look. So if you're trying to get a Mustang and that Coyote is too expensive, the 3-valve is a perfect option. In fact, I'm sure you could check Craigslist and OfferUp right now in whatever area you live in and find one in a pretty reasonable price point. So that just about wraps it up. Thank you guys for watching. I just felt the need to put my voice out there on this car. I hope I made at least one of you guys out there change your views on this car, because it definitely is an underestimated platform. Thank you guys for watching.